When doing a Stage 1 remap, the first thing you should start with is finding the maximum safe boost pressure for your turbo. Once you know this, you can calculate the amount of fuel that can be safely burned. I will show you how to find safe pressure using the so-called compressor maps. Let's get started. First, let's discuss the chart. The vertical axis, described as pressure ratio, is the ratio of the pressure at the compressor outlet to the pressure at the compressor input. We take the current atmospheric pressure as the input pressure. So if the current atmospheric pressure is 960 millibars and the output is 2150, the pressure ratio is 2150 divided by 960, so approximately 2.24. This is especially important when modifying the boost limiter map for cars driving in the mountains. For example, when the atmospheric pressure is 900, more or less the same in Zakopane, and at the exit we would like to obtain 2300 millibars, the pressure ratio will be 2.5. We are outside the map. We will interpret this situation a little later. The horizontal axis, described as corrected airflow, is, as the name suggests, the amount of air expressed in pounds flowing through the turbo in 1 minute. To calculate this, we will use the formula. To calculate the volume of air flowing through the turbocharger during 1 revolution of the shaft, let's multiply the engine capacity by the current boost pressure by the volumetric efficiency and divide by 2. Because during 1 revolution of the shaft, 2 cylinders will make an intake stroke. Let's now multiply by the speed engine. We get the volume of air flowing through the turbocharger at a given revolutions in 1 minute. Now let's convert the volume into weight. First to kilogram. Multiply by the density of air. Finally, let's convert kilogram to pounds. 1 kilogram is 2.20462262 pounds. On some compressor maps, the flow axis is expressed in cubic meters per second. So let's convert it. We will return to these calculations a little later, and now let me continue discussing the graph. The yellow lines indicate the rotational speed of the turbocharger axis under certain conditions, so when the pressure ratio is 1.8, and about 11 pounds of air per minute is flowing through the compressor. The red point on the graph. The compressor axis is spinning at speed of about 140,000 revolutions per minute. It is important not to exceed the maximum speed of the compressor. The lines marked in green indicate the efficiency regions. So when the turbo works in the conditions as above, it works with maximum efficiency, it is 75%. The turbo working with higher efficiency heats the compressed air less. In short, if the compressor works within the conditions marked in the purple zone, it is fine, we do not strain it too much. Let's check how the GT1749V compressor works in the 1.9 TDI when we require 2300 millibars from it in the range of 2000 to 4000 revolutions per minute and the atmospheric pressure is 970 millibars. For easier calculations, I prepared an Excel file in advance. As we can see, all points are on the map. So 2300 millibars is good pressure in given RPM range. Now let's try the same for the 1.8T engine and K03 turbocharger. The engine capacity is 1,781 cubic centimeters. Let's see if the pressure of 2,100 millibars in the range of 2,500 to 6,000 revolutions per minute will be appropriate. On this map, the flow axis is expressed in cubic meters per second. As we can see, at 4,500 we are already off the map, so let's lower the pressure. For the Turbo K03 and the 1.8T engine, in the middle rev range you can increase the pressure quite significantly, but you also need to reduce the pressure from about 4,500 revolutions per minute. And for those who don't want to calculate flow, you can find websites on the internet that will calculate it. For example, the first result from Google after entering the phrase, airflow of engine calculator. For files, visit ecufiles.com.pl.